Today the topic which we are going to see is angle of repose. Already we have seen with what is angle of friction, is it not? So today we are going to see with what is angle of repose. For this, let us consider with this diagram. So in this diagram, we are considering that an object is moving on the inclined plane. Okay, so this is the object and this object is moving on the inclined plane. So when this object is moving on the inclined plane and how we are considering with the angle. Okay, so the angle which you are considering here is this angle. Okay, and this angle is only called as the angle of repose. So what is said here is, suppose consider that this is said to be the horizontal and this is said to be the inclined plane. Okay, so this line is called as what? Horizontal, and this line is called as a inclined plane. Okay, and consider that this to be the angle theta. So this has a small value, and suppose next is if you are going to increase this, and next is we are going to increase like this. So if you are going to increase like this way, what happens is at one point the object begins to slide in a faster rate. Okay, first condition is, suppose if you consider this to be the angle. Okay, this is small value of theta. For the small value of theta, you're placing an object here. Will it slide down fastly? No, it will slide only if you push the object. Okay, and next is you're going to just increase the value of theta. So you're going to increase in this way, and at one point what happens is when you place the object in this way, what happens, it slides down at a faster rate, and that angle is called as a angle of repose. Okay, so that gives you the definition of angle of repose. So that will be in the next paragraphs. And next is considering with this along the y as well as x axis. Okay, so what are the equations you'll be writing is, first when you're considering along the y axis, n which is equal to m g into cos theta. So this is a first equation you'll be writing when you are considering the y-axis, because this both are equal. Okay, next is this both are equal, so that can be written as f, yes, fs of max, it is written here, we can just write it as fs. Okay, so fs which is equal to m g into sine theta. Okay, so fs is equal to mg into sine theta, and n is equal to mg into cos theta. So these are the two equations which we'll be considering for finding the angle of repose. Okay, so next we have the paragraph for this. So first paragraph, it is given as, consider an inclined plane on which an object is placed. So you are going to place an object on the inclined plane. So what happens here is, let the angle which the plane makes with the horizontal be theta. So let us consider the angle made to be theta. Yes. So these are the first two points. Then next is, for small value of theta, the object may not slide down. As I've told you, this is the horizontal and this is the inclined plane. So this is the angle theta, is it not? So for small value of theta, the object may not slide down. So object என்ன ஆகாது, slide down ஆகாது. As theta is increased, so theta increase பண்ணிட்டே போனோம் அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும்? For particular value of theta, the object begins to slide down. So ஒரு particular value என்ன ஆகும், object வந்து slide ஆடும். That angle is called as a angle of repose. Okay, so that angle is called as a angle of repose. Yes, clear with what is angle of repose? Okay, so for small value of theta, the object may not slide down, and as you increase the value of theta, it begins to slide down. Yes, so next is we have the definition. Hence, angle of repose is the angle of inclined plane with the horizontal. So this is the inclined plane, this is the horizontal. So இது ரெண்டுத்துக்கும் நடுவுல இருக்கிற angle such that the object placed on it begins to slide. Okay, angle of inclined plane with the horizontal. I'll say you this. This is the inclined plane, this is a horizontal. So this angle, so angle of repose is the angle of inclined plane with the horizontal such that an object placed on it begins to slide. So this is the object. When you are placing the object, it begins to slide. So that is called as the angle of repose. Okay. So angle of repose is the angle of inclined plane with the horizontal such that object placed on it begins to slide. Yes. So next we have the equations for this. First is, as I've told you, when you are comparing the x and y axis for the diagram. So this is the diagram. So in this is the object placed. Okay. So whenever you are placing an object, it has a normal force which is acting upward, and downward it has a gravitational force. That gravitational force is denoted by what? Mg. Okay. Now this Mg we are going to split into two components. Okay. Sorry, this side. Okay. So this side. Yes. So this Mg we are going to split into two components such as Mg into cos theta, and this side we have the term Mg into sin theta. Okay. So this Mg we are going to split into two components such as Mg cos theta and Mg sin theta. Then as we know that this side we have the friction, and opposite to this friction we have the static friction, that is denoted by the letter Fs. Okay. Now considering along the x-axis, so x-axis we have this term n and mg cos theta, so we are writing with that here. Okay. Then sorry, y-axis. Next is x-axis is Fs and mg sin theta. So that you'll be writing as one more equations. Okay, so we have two equations in this. N is equal to mg cos theta and Fs is equal to mg sin theta. So first we are taking with N is equal to mg cos theta. Then next equation is, we know from static friction, what is the formula for static friction is Fs is equal to mu s into n, is it not? So this is the formula for static friction. As we know the value of n here, which is given by mg into cos theta. So instead of n, we are writing the value as mg into cos theta. So we get the value of Fs. And same way from the diagram itself, we know the other formula for Fs. Fs is equal to what? Mg into sin theta, is it not? So we are writing this step as, already we have a term Fs is equal to mg into cos theta. So mu into, sorry, this is mu s into mg into cos theta. So this is when you are considering the static friction, and we know this. Okay, both the terms have the term Fs, and so we can equate this both. Okay, so we get mu s into mg into cos theta. So mg into cos theta, which is equal to what? Mg into sin theta. Okay, so mg into sin theta. Now both the sides we have the term m and g, so cancelling with that we get mu s into cos theta, which is equal to what? Sin theta. Okay, it's equal to sin theta. Now bring this terms cos theta down, so we get mu is equal to sine divided by cos. So what is sine divided by cos? That gives you a term tan theta. Okay, so sine divided by cos, that is tan theta. So we get mu s is equal to tan theta. Yes, so that is the equation of angle of repose. Okay, so mu s is equal to tan theta. Theta is the angle of friction. So thus the angle of repose is the same as angle of friction. Already we have seen with angle of friction, is it not? So in angle of friction also we get the same equation. So in angle of repose also we are getting the same equation. Okay, so this is about angle of repose. So next we have the application of angle of repose. This is the first application of angle of repose. So this you might have seen in many places. Many in sand, there will be some holes like this, is it not? So this is based on this concept of angle of repose. So how it is Suppose consider that this holes are being made by ant lions. Okay, so ant lions is a big ant we are considering. So we have a theory here. So ant lions make the sand traps. So that sand traps are made by the ant lions in such a way that when the insect enters the edge of the trap, it starts to slide towards the bottom where the ant lion hides itself. So this is that formation. So in this end, any insect is entering, the ant lion what it does is it hides in this corner, okay, such that the ant lions what happens, it slides to the bottom. So sorry, the any insect, okay, any insect what happens, it slides at the bottom. So when it slides at the bottom, what happens, the ant lion which is here, it just catches that insects, okay. So the angle of inclination of the sand is made equal to the angle of repose. So இதில் இருக்கிற angle of inclination வந்து angle of reposeக்கு ஈக்குவலாக இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்கிறாங்க. So this is a first application of angle of repose. Yes, clear? So next we have the diagram for this. So this is a diagram. So this is how the sand traps are made. So when insects are entering here, what happens? It slides down in this way. And ant lions which is at this corner, what happens, it just catches with those insects, okay. So this is how it is made. Next we have the second one which we know already, which is slide, okay. So slides la நிறைய பார்த்திருக்கோம் இல்லையா, நல்ல and we'd have also played in that. Yes, and the children are fond of playing on the sliding board. What happens here, the sliding will be easier when the angle of inclination is greater than the angle of repose, okay. So இப்போ இதுதான் வந்து slide அப்படின்னா, okay. So இதுதான் வந்து angle of inclination அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும், if it is greater than the angle of repose, what happens, the sliding will be easier. Suppose if you have this type of slides, okay. So this is a slide which you are considering, okay. And what happens, so at the same time angle is much greater than the angle of repose. So ரொம்ப greaterவும் consider பண்ணிட்டோம் அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும், the slider will reach the bottom at the greater speed. So இங்க இருக்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும், greater speedலயும் வருவாங்க and also என்ன ஆகும், and they get hurt, okay. So this is a second application of angle of repose, okay. So clear? So for this we have the diagram in this. So this is the angle of inclination and repose. So only if it is at a certain angle, we will be able to slide down at a smoother way. Yes, clear with this? Okay, thank you.